But before we get started on this recording, I told you about my theory. And Elliot, you were supposed to help me out with this theory. Did you even do the thing I asked you
Oh,
to do? I
balls.
knew you wouldn't
You
do it.
know he's gonna
God
forget.
damn it! I knew you wouldn't do it. Okay, so I've been thinking of a theory because I read the Pokemon Adventure manga, and recently something interesting happened. So that manga gets a little dark from time to time.
Mhm.
So Rayquaza straight up stabbed a bitch
How?
with its tail. It impaled a woman in the stomach.
Wow.
She coughed off blood and everything. It was horrible. It was
Wow.
tragic.
Okay.
But before that even happened, that woman used her Salamence to attack Ruby and hit him with like a Hyper Beam or Dragon or something, and Ruby took that hit to the face. So here's my theory. If these Pokemon keep attacking these humans and they survive for the most part, here's my theory. I believe that the humans in the Pokemon world are actually superhuman in order to take the hits from Pokemon. Because only two options are available. When a Pokemon attacks a human, only two options can be picked. Either that Pokemon is weak or that human is super strong. But we know Pokemon are strong because they, like in the Pokédex, they always talk about them destroying rocks, lifting like super tall buildings.
Yeah, they
da.
describe how
So
strong
they're
their hits actually
described as
are.
strong. So if a Pokemon that strong attacks a human, normally that human would die.
Right.
But every time people survive, like Team Rocket, Ash, everybody that ever gets hit by a Pokemon attack survives.
I think it's like a genetic thing. You know, as Pokemon evolve, so do people.
That's what I'm saying. So humans are superhuman. That would also explain why Ash is able to carry a freaking, what was his name? Tyranitar, which that thing is like, I think like a ton. He literally weighs a ton. And like Ash
A
just
Tyranitar?
like the
The
little
big one?
No, the big one, the small one, the small
Larvitar.
Larvitar. I mean, yeah, that one weighs a lot too. If you check his weight, and like Ash just
If
carries
you
him.
look in the Pokédex, it's
Yeah.
gonna say, and then you actually carrying it because it's small.
Yeah, and Ash just carries him like it's nothing. So the humans of the
Okay.
Pokemon world are superhuman. This is my
That-
theory.
That would also come along with the whole, the aura thing. Like, you,
Yeah, and they're psychics too. And then some
Right.
people that can talk to Pokemon,
right?
they're not human.
Like, what is it? In the latest one with Carlos, they have the woman who's like a big psychic. She can like see the future or something with her Pokemon
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything.
So here's where this is all coming to. So remember back the death battle between Ash and Ty. So I'm not saying
thought it was
I'm not
Red.
saying yeah, I mean red, whatever. No, I thought that was Ash.
It was
was
red.
It was red. Okay, I'm not saying that like a Pokemon can beat a Digimon. That's still not happening.
But their trainer would kill.
But I'm saying the trainer would beat the Digimon trainers everywhere else.
Should anyway.
Should.
They
Yeah.
should.
So that death battle was falsified, and I want a rematch. Because Red should not lose. Red is too cool to lose. Red is a
We're
winner.
getting
Except at
ass
like
beat.
the end of what? Platinum? When he's on top of the mountain, and then he's not on top of the mountain anymore?
Because
Because
that's
he
not
committed suicide after his loss?
No.
What?
No, he just probably left.
Mm.
Honestly, no. Red is pretty cool. If you go by what the manga standards is, he was just there doing some training and then he left. That's what
It would also explain how all these children can climb to the top of snowy mountains.
It would
Right.
also explain why they let their 10-year-olds go out by themselves, because they know they're definitely going to be okay, because Pokemon aren't stronger than humans. Not necessarily in that world.
It's
So,
like kicking
Well,
the baby
dur-
bird out the
durability
nest.
wise.
yeah, durability wise, humans can take any hit a Pokemon can't seem to dish out.
Yeah, I see that shit a lot, especially with Ash. I'm surprised Ash is still alive and
Yeah, you
walking
know how many
around, you know?
every time
And
in the
he gets
Pokemon
stronger,
movie he just
too.
gets like slapped away by every Pokemon. Like seriously,
Right.
if you look up every Pokemon movie,
And
Ash
he gets
is
shocked by
he is
Pikachu
slapped
during
away
his
every
I
time.
think Ash should be immune to electric attacks now, as much as he's been shocked by Pikachu in the beginning of their journey.
He basically should be. All I'm saying
But then
is,
he still gets shocked and then turn to crisp and all that. Fire too, because Charizard.
I just think this is a valid theory, and I think we should start spreading it. Spread the word. How do you spread theories on the internet? How do you use the internet?
With the
But then you gotta
hashtag.
think about it though. If we're talking about Ash's world, then isn't the theory already going around that he's either forever 10 or in a coma? So if he's in a coma, none of this is real anyway.
No. He's not in a coma. Since he's a superhuman, we can also assume he doesn't age normally. Nobody in the Pokemon world ages normally. So their aging process is slowed because they're superhuman. So
But-
he's not 10. He's Pokemon World 10, which is probably like our world of 20. Or like he's aging, but they need a longer milestone in order to consider somebody as growing up because they age differently from us. I'm trying to say the humans of the Pokemon world are not our types of humans. They do not go by our rules. They age slower. They're
I'm
super
trying to
strong.
resist the urge to call them metahuman right now.
No, let's not do that. That's DC
I
laziness.
said I'm resisting the urge.
Mhm.
I think Marvel did it first.
No, they're enhanced. It's stupid. Just call him super. Just call him superhuman. It's
Oh
not-
no,
I wanna
Static.
call him super-
Static did it first. There we
Those
go.
were bang babies.
Yeah, but they said they said
called them
bang
metahumans,
babies.
so.
The civilized people who aren't gangsters.
They're
said
bang babies, man. It's like no. All right.